to give my opinion on my experience with Hard Luck King's guitars. Hard Luck King's guitars have gotten a pretty bad rap on the internet. The first one I bought was a SSS Strat style, and I think it was the white one. Back then, if you bought a Hard Luck King's guitar, they did the setup for free. So I saw the Hard Luck Kings. It was $200. I thought, well, how bad could it be for $200? So the first one I got, free setup, it was out of the box, was fantastic. Played great. They did a fantastic job on this setup. The neck was they adjusted the truss rod, it was perfect. The frets, they leveled the frets, it was great. Not a single buzz. I mean, it played great. So I was really happy about that. I think I bought 7 of them total. One of them was a purple one, which was awesome. I bought that one for my goddaughter. I put DiMarzio's in it. It played like a dream. Sounded great with the DiMarzio's in there. It had this beautiful, like, it was like a flame maple top. They did a beautiful job on it. It was great. So I also bought a black semi-hollow telly, and then I bought another telly. I think it might have been that green one there, and it was great. By then they were getting kind of popular, so the price went up, and they didn't include the free setup anymore. So when I got that one out of the box, it sucked. The neck was bent. When I say bent, I mean it was bent to where when I tuned it up, the strings were hitting the frets. So it was, what would that be? Convex? Yeah. And so I had to get the Allen wrench out, and I had to adjust the truss rod. Well, I'm not used to doing that, and I'm not good at it. So I adjusted the truss rod, and then I got it to where the strings were now not hitting the frets anymore. And I let it settle in for a while, and the frets weren't level, and there was some buzz. So I took it to my guitar guy, who's Austin Guitar Shop on Indianola in Columbus. The guy's a wizard. Cannot recommend him enough. He does a magnificent job. Every guitar I've taken to him, it's like $75 for fret leveling. He's awesome. The guy's incredible. So I took it to him. He did a fantastic job on it. Now it plays great. But it was like, $75. I maybe, I don't know, around $100, because I think I had him do some other stuff too. So at some point they stopped offering. They got popular, and the lead times were longer. Like the first time I ordered one, I think I got it the next week. It was like a couple days later. Even with the setup, it was when they were, right out of the gate, and it was great. A couple years after that, they got popular. They didn't do the setup. You had to pay for that, and I was too cheap to pay for it. And definitely it was a huge difference. I think that's where they got the bad rap. So I imagine people were buying these for around $200 or a little bit more at that time. It showed up. They didn't pay for the setup. And yeah, they had to do the setup themselves. The frets weren't level. They were buzzy. I think that's how they got their bad rap. I got the green one's the one that I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to play some so you can hear how that sounds. The 2 tellies back there are terrific. And I had the white one that I got, which is the one that I took when I went to the Steve I Academy 7.0. I took that one with me because I was going to get it signed because it's white. Well, I didn't get it signed because everybody that had guitars there that were white that were signed, they were all smudged and they looked like crap. So I decided against that. But anyways, I took that white one on stage when I did the play on stage with Steve Vai thing. It sounded amazing. This guitar here, I think it cost me $200. I had them do the setup. It's fantastic. Not a single buzz. I put in. This is an Area 58, DiMarzio Area 58. Sounds incredible. Sugar Shakra, love that. I don't like middle pickups generally, but that one in the middle sounds terrific. This is the Billy Corgan 2 model. Sounds amazing. And so I also wired it up. I wired this one myself. So I've got tone, tone, and tone for each pickup, and then I've got the volume knob here. Eventually I ended up putting the volume knob up here because this one, it's not a great place for the volume knob, but and I mean, look at the finish. The finish is, I mean, that is beautiful. They did a great job. Headstock looks pretty cool. The tuners are fine. For for a $200 guitar, the tuners do a good job. I usually put locking tuners on these, but these are fine. It stays in tune great. The tremolo systems, actually like this kind. I do not like Floyd Rose tremolos. And every guitar that I've got one of those, I've either blocked it off or swapped it out. I can't stand those things. I mean, keeping that, when you break a string, it takes a half hour to, tune it up. I hate those. So, but I don't mind these these sort of cheap old tremolos, because they stay in tune pretty well and it's easy to string up the guitar. So I just wanted to say that I was really sorry to see Hard Luck Kings go out of business. I suppose when you name your company Hard Luck Kings, it's possibly a self-fulfilling prophecy there. But it's too bad, because they really were a great platform to build a custom guitar. Once the setup was good, they're really good guitars, and it's too bad that they went out of business. So hopefully I can, my opinion is that the hate is a bit undeserved if you got the setup, but it's understandable if you didn't pay for the setup, and out of the box, they weren't great. You had to set it up yourself or take it to somebody who knew what they were doing. The rest of this is going to be a demo of the green guitar with the DiMarzios in it. Bye.